When I think about technology and software companies specifically in Indianapolis, and I think about how that got started, I think of Don Brown first.
He's built this fantastic company. He's a brilliant visionary. He knows every part of the business. He has credibility from technology to business people across the board. But what I think is fantastic is he's still just a pretty humble, nice guy.
I had built this image of him as one thing, but when I met him, I was like, wow, he's just a common guy. You know, we went to lunch in his car and it was a mess because he had kids at the time, and you know, it was just interesting to see that immediately with him.
Of our first 20 hires at Interactive Intelligence, I'm going back to '95. All but 3 are still with the company.
If you think about the traits of leadership, you have vision, which is obviously significant here, but you also have to have somebody who has a high level of integrity. Anytime you need to get to a lot of people following a leader, especially a lot of young people who are very talented, very intelligent, computer science type degreed people, they want to follow somebody that they believe in, that they trust, and that they know that he's going to deliver on this great vision. And then he's created an environment just filled with passionate people that never tend to leave him.
Don has the ability to focus his mental energy on any subject and master it. When we were in college, we went snow skiing, and he had never been snow skiing. And the first time down, he fell at least 40 times. The second time, he fell probably 50 times. I came back late that afternoon and found him on one of the advanced slopes, and he was skiing fine. He really tries to apply himself to the maximum amount that he can, and you know, fortunately for him, that maximum amount is way above what we average Joes are doing, so it works out.
As I think about Indianapolis in 1990 in terms of the software and what was going on, there really wasn't much going on, and Don's efforts really with software artistry got things started. And as you look at how the people and the wealth that was created from software artistry drove other things, it's a really important cog in the wheel.
He's shown that you can be in Indianapolis. You don't have to be in Silicon Valley or in Boston to start a very progressive technology company and go and compete with these guys that are in the big cities.
Without Don Brown, this tech community in central Indiana and the state would be about half where it is today.
From his first company through Interactive Intelligence, there were always people questioning, why are you trying to go so big? You know, he would listen and he would show concern, and he would just keep moving forward. So he has always been a trailblazer.
Virtually everything that he has done from a company standpoint, I can point to specific instances within dealership programming, within software artistry, and within interactive intelligence, where the technology that was implemented, it was implemented here first.
He's really about executing on a vision where we compete and beat the biggest players in the industry. No problem's too big or for us to try to challenge. I think he thrives on the fact that we beat on companies like Cisco and Avaya, these big companies that supposedly are so far ahead of everybody from a technology perspective. So I think that's Don's game. He wants to go after big dreams, and he tends to hit it over the wall each time.
I think people think, oh, Don's been so successful because he's so smart, and I would argue he's been successful because he never gives up. I think you could take away a lot of the IQ and he would still be just as successful because he never gives up. He keeps trying to find a way to accomplish the goal that he wants to accomplish.